Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to be talking about two stocks and two ETFs that I'm watching this week. And again, this is based off of my opinion. You should never trade solely based off someone else's opinion. I hope that what it is and how it is that I break things down can give you a better understanding on how it is that I see value and guide you in the right direction. I hope that it earned your thumbs up. I hope you guys subscribe. And I do want to remind you that the first link in the description is our free Facebook group. We have over 200,000 members, making us the largest free private Facebook group for those who trade in the stock market. So again, don't forget to stay connected. So one of the things that I'm going to do before we go ahead and get started is I'm going to share my overall P&L with you guys on the day. So I close out all positions just like I do every single day. This is UGAS and DGAS. So these are natural gas ETFs, right? I made $1,202 profit and 78 cents. Majority of my profits were made by ticker symbol UGAS. And if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group that gets to watch me trade live every single day, you would have seen exactly when it is that I got in, why it is that I got in, and what led to my overall success. So again, I'm going to start with the two stocks first. One of the things that I want to point out is that IIPR is still not showing signs of uptrend. But the reason that I want to talk about it is because I see the overall direction of IIPR to be a value. I also see the overall opportunity cost based off of previous highs to be a value. And again, that is based off of my opinion. You guys can share your own opinion in the comment section. But looking at previous resistance levels, last time I hit highs of $94.99, so pretty much $95. I don't really care too much about that. I saw a lot of consolidation around $90. And based off of the current price point of where it's at right now, last time I got rejected right around $85. That's about 4.54%. Not bad, right? And if it goes up to $90 based off previous patterns, right, that's a little bit over 10%, even that 4% gain. Asking yourself, what is your weekly growth goal? For some people, it's 2%. For some people, it's 5%. For some people, it could be much more aggressive. It doesn't matter what other people are aiming for, but you need to make sure that whatever position, right, whatever position that you take this week moving forward is something that is guiding you in the right direction and working towards your overall goal. So again, one of the criteria that I like to have is trading patterns that are indicating and showing signs of growth. Sometimes I do buy the dip, but again, that's when I'm trying to approach something a little bit more aggressively. So again, this thing with the overall 180-day analysis, you can see that the SMA line is pointing up. It continues to make higher highs. The last time that it pushed up, it did not make higher highs, so that's something to point out. But I personally find the overall MACD pretty attractive, and the RSI is not too bad either. Looking at how it performed on the, what I wanted to point out is in the past couple of days, it was selling off after it hit highs of $85. Ever since then, it hasn't been really selling off now. It's been kind of consolidating. So this is why I'm talking about it, because I don't know if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. None of these are call outs. These are just simply ones that I'm watching because, again, it might be of value if it performs the way that I expect it to. And you can see my series of alerts are set right here. So when it breaks above, $82, when it breaks above $85, it will alert me regardless if I choose to take a position or not. The biggest focus, if you're a beginner that's just getting started, in my opinion, is you should focus on trading quality positions and even just watching them, making sure that they perform the way that you expect it to. And if they don't, where you would have cut losses, and just setting up that entire plan for success that can overall guide you in the right direction, right? Making sure that the opportunity cost, the overall margin of profit outweighs the margin of loss. That is my first breakdown. That's IIPR. The next one that I'm going to be breaking down is ticker symbol Tesla. Some of you guys might be saying, well, Ricky, why are you calling this one out, or why are you talking about this one when it's a descending pattern? I've made it very obvious before that yes, Tesla is selling off. And if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group, one of the biggest things that we talked about today is, if I'm not mistaken, Tesla opened above 267. We saw it push up very aggressively, and then it sold off the entire day, trading between the middle and bottom view up. You could see this, and again, if you don't know what the middle and bottom view up, I made a video earlier today talking about the series of different indicators that I personally like to use, as well as those within my team. So feel free to check that video out. But this VWAP indicator, when it trades in between the middle and bottom VWAP, it indicates signs of a downtrend. One thing that I want to point out is that based off previous patterns, and that's just simply based off previous patterns, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't have to, right? That's an earnings report in just a couple of days, 4/24, so 2 days. Not tomorrow, but the day that follows, right? Based off previous support levels, it's done a really good job holding above 260. And that's what I don't want to say called out, but that's what I just pretty much talked about today in the live stream, that as Tesla is selling off, based off previous patterns, it makes sense on why it can bounce around this 260 area. You can see it a little bit more clear right here, right here. So again, if we're all about getting something for a good deal, then again, within this price point, based off previous patterns, it tends to bounce here. Doesn't mean that it has to. Confirmation is still key, but this is why I'm watching it. I just want to share that with you guys. I don't like holding stocks during earnings, regardless of it being a Tesla. One of the things that I do want to point out is on the past 180 days, each and every single earnings, well, moving on to past, a year, looking back a year, you can see that Tesla and their earnings are actually performing a lot better. Again, it's not something that I would still encourage someone to hold, but that's something that you can look a little bit more into on the fundamental side. I just simply wanted to talk about it. Now, like we do on a weekly basis, I actually wanted to ask you guys, I know some of you guys are tuning in right now. I'm not going to be breaking down any stocks that anybody calls out right now. You guys can feel free to direct message me if you're part of TechBut Solutions or the Learn Plan Profit group. TechBut is free. Learn Plan Profit is the private group that I work with on a daily basis. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about is, what do I trade, right? What do I trade on a weekly basis? The natural gas report. So obviously I'm going to be talking about it, right? So that's one that I'm watching. So that should have been pretty much a given. So /NG, again, it's been aggressively selling off. One thing that I was really surprised on is today. It was aggressively selling off and it has been trying to consolidate, but today was one of the first days that it actually closed green. And it's actually where I made a majority of my money today because of how it recovered. So if you guys look a little bit closer on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, and we look at the overall P&L, right? This is where I made $932 out of my $1,200, right? And then I made the inverse, or I made the rest on the inverse. I could have made much more if I originally went into degas as natural gas was selling off. But like we do on a weekly basis, I actually wanted to ask you, right? We usually tend to, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, offer a free live trading, right? So the Learn Plan Profit group is the only group every day, Monday through Friday at market open, that gets to watch me trade live. I wanted to ask you this month is a little bit different. I wanted to see if you guys would rather want me to go live during our natural gas report this Thursday for free for everybody. So not just the Learn Plan Profit group, but offer the free live trading for everyone this month. Let me know in the comment section. I'd really appreciate the thumbs up, giving me a better understanding that that's something that you guys would like to do, and actually showcase how it is that I trade the natural gas report. And one thing that I talked about before about not you guys essentially, but when it comes down to /NG is on the 3-year chart, right? Natural gas is approaching a previous support. It doesn't mean that it has to bounce here. The MACD looks good, the RSI looks good. It doesn't mean that it has to bounce there. It just means that it has before. So it makes sense on why maybe natural gas might begin to recover. But again, confirmation is key. And until then, I'm going to take it day by day. So if natural gas continues to uptrend, then guess what? I'm still going to only be day trading it because the market has not been as consistent as I would like it to be to feel comfortable enough to swing trade, as I have different set list of criteria that a stock has to meet for me to want to swing trade something. But again, feel free to share in the comment section if you would rather have me go live for our free live trading session this Friday for the natural gas report 1 hour after the market opens, or if you would rather just have me go live on Friday. Let me know. And then the last one that I want to talk about is /NQ. So this is the NASDAQ ETF. Right, the NASDAQ future, my goodness, sorry. I had a really strong push up, but one thing that I've been noticing is that it has been selling off. It has been performing a little bit differently the past couple of days. So looking at this on the 5 day, 5 minute chart, it's been consolidating a lot. So it hasn't been aggressively been making higher highs as it has been recently. So I think the overall progression at the rate that it's going up is really beginning to slow down. I'm actually noticing the same thing with /CL, but /CL just had a killer day today. So it almost just doesn't even make sense. So because it pushed up so much, maybe it's bound to pull back. But again, that's something that I'll have to watch during pre-market hours. And if you're part of Learn Plan Profit, you'll probably see me watch it tomorrow. But just simply wanted to cover these 4 series out, 2 stocks, 2 ETFs that I personally saw value in. I did an overall recap, or I at least showed my overall profits on the day. If you guys follow me on Instagram, if you guys are subscribed to me on YouTube, I post a screenshot every single day of my closed out position. So today was $1,200 profit. So I really do appreciate your guys' time. I really do have to go. I actually have to be somewhere in 9 minutes, and it's a 45-minute drive, so that's going to be fun. So I appreciate your guys' time. I really hope that it earned your thumbs up. It was a quick, simple breakdown. If you guys are excited for the free live trading session this Thursday or this Friday, again, help me decide in the comment section and let me know what else you guys would like to see for the remainder of the week. I wish you guys an amazing rest of the week. Hope you guys had an amazing Easter. Continue working hard, continue following dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. Feel free to share your top stock in the comment section, and maybe I can give you my 2 cents on it. thank you guys again. Like always, let's make sure that you end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.